comes back every time to I hate ballistic.
Yo, that's my apologies, y'all. I'm really trying to get everything set up so I can, really do this the right way. So, yo, what's going on, y'all? This is J Damage. I'm back again on another video. There's no need to wait any longer. I'm sorry about having you waiting for so long. I don't usually do that, but I always try to make sure that I'm pretty much on point every time I step on. Yo, shout out to Instagram. I am now officially streaming live on Instagram permanently. I'm not sure what was going on. I was trying to get my stream to go on Instagram. I actually got to speak to somebody with some power that put me on some game, and now I'm finally streaming on Instagram too. So now, if you want to see me do these tutorials, you can now find me on Instagram also. My Instagram is JDamageDesigns, JAYDAMAGEDESI. What is it? SIGNS. See, I don't even know how to spell my own stuff. So J Damage Designs on Instagram if you want to find me on there. For all of my people that have been following me for years, shout out to all my people on Instagram. I've gotten my most customers and my most support on Instagram, so I appreciate you. Also, shout out to TikTok. I'm not streaming on TikTok right now because every time I stream on TikTok, it's chaos. It's literally chaos. I have little kids, all type of people all around the world asking me so much questions. It's hard for me to focus on the design because I'm literally talking to so much people. So I appreciate y'all. We about to go ahead and get this thing started. Let me make sure I'm live on each website. See, my phone already going off. I only been on for a couple of seconds. I already got people writing me. Shout out my guy Kent. Shout out my guy Kent. I'm damn near gonna tell my guy Kent, go ahead, call in. Call in. We always talk on the other stuff. You might as well call in. Shoot. Okay. So as you can see on the screen, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you how to basically trace over and design over Rallo in Adobe Illustrator. I'm basically going to show you how to build a character on Adobe Illustrator. This is a very easy tactic. I don't even necessarily like to call these tutorials. I like to call these exercises because if you follow these exercises, these will make you better at Adobe Illustrator. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. So what you want to do is once you have a picture of whatever subject you want to do, this is for all my beginners who are just now using Illustrator. This is what you want to do. This exercise is going to get you on point and going to get you a lot better at creating cleaner lines when it comes to making your designs, whether that be cartoons, symbols, titles, or any logos or anything of that nature when it comes down to Adobe Illustrator. So what I want you to do first is drag your picture into Adobe Illustrator. Once you dragged your picture into Adobe Illustrator, what I want you to do is double click where it says layer 1 on the right hand bottom corner. Double click on layer 1. Boom. Once you double click on layer 1, click on template. And then once you click on template, press OK. Boom. Once you press OK, your subject should look something like this. As you see, he's a little bit transparent. We want our layer to be a little bit transparent like that. So once we make our new layer, we can go ahead and start tracing over it the correct way. So to make a new layer, go to the bottom right hand corner of the screen where you see that plus symbol. That plus symbol is right next to the trash can. If you hover your mouse over it, it should say create new layer. Click on that. Boom. That's how you start your new layer. Now hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me check real quick. Let me make sure I'm online. Let me make sure I'm online on every site before we get started. Okay, YouTube, I'm on. Trovo, I'm on. Behance, I'm on. Instagram, I'm on. I'm missing one. Oh yeah, Twitch. Let me make sure I'm on Twitch, y'all. Give me 1 second. Follow me on Twitch at DarealJDamage. DAREAL J Damage. Yep, my boy jumped right on. He already knew I always get on between 7 and 9. So if you're watching, You always know I get around right around this time. Sometimes I get on early between, 8 to 12. But right now I'm just on. He said, I remade the Purdue logo with a homie's name on it and made another random thing, both using just curving tool. Sorry to bug you during the live. I just got off PC. Okay, cool. As soon as I get off of this live, I'm going to go ahead and check out what you did, and we can go from there. So let me go ahead and get started, y'all. If you have any questions, all you have to do is either say it in the chat. If I don't see you in the chat, make sure you send a super chat. If I don't see a super chat, make sure you inbox me or email me. I'll make sure I properly respond to you. But let's go ahead and get started. To all my people that's watching this on YouTube, if you miss anything, all you have to do is go ahead and rewind back and just follow me. If you need me to stop and wait for you, just let me know. But I'm about to go ahead and get started. So remember, on these tutorials, what we do, we use the pen tool and the curvature tool. So let me turn these color boxes off. And remember, to all my people who are new watching this video, remember the pen tool is how you get those straight lines. As you see, when I use the pen tool, these are the type of lines that we create. If you want to bend the pen tool lines, all you got to do is click and then move it. What you want to do, click, hold, and move, and that's how you bend your lines. But I don't do that. I usually use the curvature tool to curve lines. So this is how you use your pen tool. We're going to use the pen tool for all those straight lines. Let me go ahead and delete that. And we're going to use our curvature tool for all our curvy lines. If you use the curvature tool, it functions like this. You see how it moves like that? This is what we'll be using the curvature tool for. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, anytime you're working on a cartoon where it is of a black person in this type of manner, what you want to do is you want to use your pen tool, and what you want to do is click off of it because we will be overlapping the lines. And what you want to do is click on all of the points with the pen tool. So just like this, boom. Anytime you're doing an afro, this is a very easy way to create an afro. Just use your pen tool to click all the sharp parts of the edges of the afro. I'm going to show you how to clean this up. This is a very simple way to do this, just in case you ever get to the point where you're working on a character that has an afro and you want to work on this afro as quick as possible. This is all you have to do. Use your pen tool and start clicking all of those edges, not the round parts, the edges, just like that. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and put our line in there. So you see this color box that's open right here. Just click on the color right under it. Boom, that's going to turn those anchor points all throughout his afro on the sharp parts. Now what we're going to do is take our curvature tool. And what you want to do is grab right in the middle of these lines right here and pull them out just like this. Grab, click, and drag just like that. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do that through the entire thing. Do that through the entire thing. And this is excuse me, I messed up right there. It's really a preference thing. If you feel like you mess up, if you feel like the puffs is too big, too small, that's up to you. We're not trying to be perfect, but if you are working for a customer, you do want to make sure you're moving in a perfect way. But this is a quick way how to create an afro once you're making a black character. See, all we doing is we using that curvature tool, clicking and pulling. Clicking, pulling. If y'all have any issues right now, if you can't hear me, if I'm glitching, please let me know in that comment section. I want to make sure I properly respond to you. I want to make sure I'm giving you the best quality. But if you don't see me, do not worry. These videos are saved on YouTube and other platforms just in case you need to watch it back. Okay, you see that? Boom. We got his entire afro done that quick. That's all it took. Yo, shout out to everybody who's starting to create designs really based off watching my videos. I really appreciate that. That's what's up. I'm actually shocked that y'all want to create designs just from watching me. That's what's. So come on, y'all. Let's continue. All right. So now that we got his afro done, as you can see within the inside of his head, there's some more. So we're going to do that same thing. Let's use our pen tool. Let's click on all those parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just like that. Now just grab your curvature tool And do the exact same things we did last time. Grab the middle of the line and pull it. Just grab it and pull it, just like that. See, since his afro is so big, they're not showing that he has a hairline. So they just put his afro a little bit more on the inside. What I'm guessing is this is not a person of black culture. This is a white person who made this. Shout out to my white people. Sometimes my Caucasian people make black characters with straight hairlines the way that a lot of us black men get our hairs cut. But that's cool. You know, they did not make this character in a disrespectful manner, and I respect that. All right, so now now that we have the afro done, let's go ahead and do our line work. Let's go ahead and grab our curvature tool. Let's do all our curved lines. Now you see his eyebrows is curved. You see that's just 3 clicks. Boom. Now whatever you want to do is click on your anchor points and pull them and adjust them however you need to adjust them. Let's click those edges. Boom. Adjust them however you need to adjust them. Boom. Look at that. We already making progress. We got his afro done, his forehead, both the eyebrows. Let's go ahead to the ear. The ear is just a half circle. Grab your curvature tool, get all your curves. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that. Now his ear is done. Now let's get the inside of his ear. That's just 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. Drag it like that. Boom. That easy. Look at that. We got his ear done. Now let's get to the eyes. I'm going to show y'all how to do the eyes very easy. Right under the pen tool, there is a shape tool. What I want you to do is right click on that shape tool and choose ellipse tool. Ellipse tool is your circle. And to get a perfect circle, what I want you to do is hold the shift button, click and drag. That's how you get a perfect circle, just like that. Boom. Now grab your selection tool and drag that circle over. Just like that. And go ahead and adjust it however you want to adjust it. Hold shift when you edit a circle, okay? Because if you don't hold shift, you can turn it into an oval. That's simple. All right? Command Z to undo that. So what you want to do is hold shift and go ahead and adjust it. Make it however big or smaller you want to do. Then go ahead and let go. Now you see it's just a straight line. You can also use the shape tool for a straight line too. Just right click the shape tool where the circle is and click on line segment tool. Hold shift, and that's how you get a straight line, just like that. See how straight that line is? Boom. Now let's right click again, click on the ellipse tool, grab that circle again, and let's get that little dot in his eye. Hold shift, get you that perfect circle, just like that. Boom. Now we got his eye done. Hold on, y'all. Let me check real quick. I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. Hold on. Make sure ain't nobody said nothing. He said, I came over here because Twitch was freezing up on me. Yeah, if y'all have any issues watching me on any of these platforms like Instagram, Twitch, Behance, or anything, just switch platforms and see if that works for you. If that doesn't work for you, then just keep switching platforms. See which one I'm the clearest on. Everyone I'm the clearest on, go ahead and go to that one. But always remember that these videos will be available once I get off here, so you can watch this entire thing with no glitches. All right? All right. So once you get to this part of the design, you see how I just finished his eye right here. What I want you to do is duplicate this eye. Now, a lot of times with most cartoon designs or just any character design in general, let's say you're making your own characters, you want to make sure that you're making matching eyes. So the way to duplicate this eye is 3 different ways. The first way you can do it is you can select this entire thing with your selection tool and then hold Option and drag it over just like that. Boom. That's one way. Another way is selecting the entire thing, Command C, Command F. And see, you just pasted it right in front of that one. Hold shift and drag it over to the side just like that. Boom. And it's also one more. Select the entire thing again, Command C, Command V. That's how you duplicate it. When you duplicate it that way, it just throws it anywhere. And then you just drag it over just like that. That's simple. All right, now we got both his eyes done. Let's get his nose. If you've been paying attention, all you need is the curvature tool. Use that curvature tool. Boom, boom. Look at that. That easy. He got a nose. Matter of fact, I'm going to add another anchor point. I'm just click anywhere on the nose. Add another anchor point so we can get that nose a little bit perfect. So as you can see, this top part of his mouth is a little bit sharp. So let's use the pen tool to get those edges. Just click the edges. 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're overlapping the lines. Just in case this may look weird to some people, like, why is he doing that? I'm overlapping the lines. You always want to do this as a beginner. This is going to keep your lines as straight as possible. It said Facebook started tripping, so now I'm on here. Yo, is all the websites tripping? Really? Is my connection bad? Like, let me know. Yo, shout out to everybody who's hitting like. Shout out to John Watts. Shout out to Barry Rampersad. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Shout out to all the people watching on Behance, all the people watching on all these different platforms. Someone named Rise of Atlas Via. It says, hi, I offer promotion of your channel, viewers, views, chat, bots. The price lowers than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dogehype.com. All right, Rise of Atlas Via. I'm going to say this in the most respectful way that I can because I am on YouTube and I know how slick they get with words. So I'm going to say this in the most respectful manner. I don't play like that. I don't know what you're trying to get me into or this Doge hype, whatever you got going on. But listen to me. If you ain't got no real ways to do marketing, if you don't have no real ways to get people over to my channel, don't play with me like that. I'm not a sucker. I'm not spending money on anything goofy. Please don't play with me like that. I know you probably hearing my professional voice and you probably thinking that I'm a guy to swindle over, but I don't play like that online or offline. So please do not come to my page with that. I'm not interested. So let's get back to what we was doing. Yo, shout out my guy Kent. Kent is on every website. He said Doge hype, definitely a scam. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, don't disrespect to anybody's hustle. If this is your hustle, you hustling these viewers and bots and things like that. I'm not knocking your hustle. I'm just saying I'm not interested in that personally. Please don't come to my page playing like that. I don't get down like that, and I don't want to confuse nobody to think I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he talking about Doge hype. Listen, man, you got Doge or any type of crypto in your name, you might as well go ahead and wash that name up because people are already not going to trust that. All right, let's continue. All right, we was working on his mouth. Let's grab our curvature tool. Now that we used our pen tool, let's grab it and start dragging these lines until it matches that part of his mouth. Okay, we have that. Let's click off that. Now we're going to overlap and come back around. So let's use our curvature tool. Let's curve around. Just like that. Yeah, for anybody that comes on my page and you want to do some business, listen, you can just come straight up and talk to me and we can do business like that. Please don't come to me with no scamming stuff that don't even work, that'll get my channel took down and things of that nature. I don't play like that. I take, I honestly take offense to that. I lost my old channel due to, people playing games like that. And I don't have time for nobody trying to get rid of my channel again by sending some mess to my page. I'm trying to watch my words because I do know that it is younger people that watch back on these videos because my sons and their friends watch my videos. So I'm trying to be respectful, but please don't disrespect me in that type of manner. Okay, we getting his cheek. Remember, we're overlapping all of these lines with a purpose. I'm not even going to respond to that. Y'all trying to get me in something, man. I ain't responding to that. Okay, boom. As you see, we just doing our line work. Let's get his other ear. Curvature tool. Let's come around. Boom. I was wondering. I wonder what Ken talking about. I was wondering how I wasn't subscribed to this channel. Didn't know you lost your old channel. Yeah, bro. I lost my old channel. So to the people who are watching this who are not on game, if y'all know, I have an old channel I've been having since 2008. I've been having my old channel since 2008. I've had way over 1 million views on there. I've had, you know, I shot like damn near 200 something music videos. Like I'm talking about, I had so much views and videos on there, it didn't even make no sense. I even had so much I used to have to take videos down and all type of wild stuff. But literally my channel got took down literally just because another page didn't like what I posted because it had a video of theirs and what I posted, and they literally fought to take my channel down, and now I don't have it no more. So like and I already had other copyright strikes from shooting music videos. That's one thing about the music video game a lot of people don't talk about is most music videos that you shoot. I mean, not most, but like a lot of times, like local rappers, they use beats from famous rappers, and that will get your channel flagged now. It didn't used to be like that. When I first started shooting music videos in 2012, you know, you could rap over somebody beat and shoot a music video, all type of stuff. But nowadays you can't do that. They will flag your video, and certain music videos or certain songs, you will get flagged to the point where they will take you off of YouTube. I mean, they will literally erase your channel. I did not think my channel could get erased. I'm still confused to this day because I've seen other people do the exact same thing as me and they're still around. But for some reason, YouTube decides to take me off the internet. I just still find that very weird. But it is what it is. I'm going off YouTube now. So now every channel that you see me on, all of these channels got built last year in 2022. All of my old channels are gone. All of that hard work, gone. It's like it never even existed. So, I mean, to the people who don't believe me, all you have to do is just look my name up and you'll see my videos on other people's channels. I've shot battles. I've shot music videos. I've shot just random videos, like just a lot of content, just all gone, all down the drain, just because a person or a channel just didn't like me. So YouTube complied and got me the hell out the game. And that can happen to any of you. I don't care who you are, who you think you are. You think you got some power. All it take is a person with more power than you that the internet likes more, and they will take you off. And I'm very serious about that. He said, that's messed up. Yeah, that's for real. All it take is a person not liking you that has some power, and YouTube will take you off. They will ban your channel, because I was monetized, by the way. I was monetized. They demonetized me, all of that. Yep. All of that. I'm gone. So like now, like I'm just in the midst of just trying to rebuild. And it's damn near impossible. It's literally almost impossible for me to rebuild to where I was at. The only way I feel like I can get back to where I was at, I'm probably gonna need like a video damn near to go viral, or like I'm gonna need like a good industry cosign to really get my followers back to where they are. Most people don't even know my channel is gone. They see me on YouTube, they like, dang, Jay, you only getting like 20 views. Yeah, people don't even know my channel is gone. They don't even know that I got a new channel. So it's crazy, man. But yeah, that's what happened to me. So if you are still watching, as you see right now, what we're doing is working on the feet. I mean the legs right now. And then the feet, I'm using the curvature tool. As you can see, I'm just getting these lines together. After we get these lines together, I will take you guys to the next step. I'm just trying to get this line work knocked out as fast as possible. To the people who are wondering, I'm not using anything special. All I'm using is the pen tool and the curvature tool. And if you notice, I'm overlapping my lines. We always overlap our lines in order to get those very perfect lines once it comes to the end of the project. Now understand, these exercises are going to help you a lot. Now, if you're using a pen tablet, you don't even got to worry about these exercises I do, because these exercises are solely for the people who are who are new to Illustrator, number one, and who are using just the tools in Illustrator. Now, if you're using a pen tablet, you can skip this step. because all of your line work from your pen tablet is going to come all from using your pen. So let's do that. Boom. Let's come around. Boom. Let's use our pen tool. Make that outline sharp. And let's come around like that and like that. Some of these tactics you see me do, this may look complicated, but actually it isn't really that complicated. It's just complicated when you're a beginner. Remember, the pen tool and the curvature tool, these are hard to use when you first start Illustrator. It is really just like riding a bike for the first time. When you first do it, it's hard. It takes a while. You really want to take your time and make sure that you get balanced with this and that you know what you're doing. But once you get used to the pen tool, you got it. It's one of those things. Once you got it, you got it. You don't have to learn it no more. You honestly, if you really watch my tutorials, you probably only need to watch my tutorials a good 5 to 10 times. Once you do these exercises about a good 5 to 10 times, you'll be so good at it, you won't even need these tutorials no more. You'll probably just be looking for more advanced stuff. And that's where I want to get y'all. So yeah, let me make sure there's no comments, nothing. Let me check YouTube. Let's check Trovo. Shout out to everybody in Trovo. Shout out to everybody currently watching on Behance. I can't see y'all names, but shout out to y'all. Shout out to Instagram. I can't even see if I'm live on Instagram anymore, but whatever. Yo, shout out to everybody on Twitch. Even shout out to that dude putting that weird promo comment. I'm not with that, but I appreciate you just for coming through. All right. All right. Now let's continue. As you see, we have our line work done. Now, once you have your line work done like this, you can go ahead and turn your original layer off. And this is what it should look like. It should look invisible. This is the skeleton of the project. Now, once you're at this point, you have a choice. You could either make your outlines a little bit thicker. So make your outlines thicker. What you want to do is select any lines and then go to the top of your screen right where it says stroke. Click on the drop down menu right next to the number and choose what if you want it bigger. If you want it bigger, you could just choose, make the numbers higher. I'll keep that at 1, or you can make the numbers lower and you can make it thinner. Just like that. I think I'm going to make that afro a little bit thicker. I'm going to keep that at 2. Put this other afro at 2. I think everything else I'm going to kind of keep the way it is. Yeah, because if you notice Family Guy and Cleveland Show, they don't really function off thick lines. All of their lines are all like matching. Everything is the same. Everything is all the same size. So what you want to do once you have it like this, I need you to pay attention to this part, to all my people who are watching this back on YouTube, because this is a very vital part. You don't want to miss this. Select the entire project with your black selection tool. Once you select the entire project, go to the top of the screen and click on Object. Once you click on Object, scroll down to Group and click it. Boom. Now you have just grouped all of your lines all into one. No matter where you click on the project, you will always be clicking on the entire thing. Okay. Once you clicked OK, what I want you to do now is go to the right side of your screen and click on the Pathfinder button. If you do not see the Pathfinder button, what I want you to do is go to the top of your screen, click on Window, and scroll down to the P's. As soon as you scroll to the P's, click on Pathfinder. Boom. Once you click on the Pathfinder in the Windows menu, the button is going to pop up. Just click on that. Once you're inside the Pathfinder menu, look on the bottom left-hand corner. There's a button that says Divide. Click on that. Boom. Once you click on Divide, click off of your subject. Click off of it. Okay? Now, once you're at this point where you clicked off of it, what I want you to do is click on your white selection tool. Look on your left side toolbar. Instead of your black selection tool that we use primarily, click on your white selection tool. Boom, just like that. Once you click on the white selection tool, now what I want you to do is go through your project and get rid of all of those access lines that you overlapped. Now, as you can see right here, we overlap this line right here. Just click and then hit delete until it's gone. Just like that. Go through, click, delete until it's gone. Click, delete until it's gone. Now, what you want to do is, because we like to move faster, moving smarter and not harder. So what you want to do is hold Shift and click on each line that you want gone. So this one, make sure you're holding shift this entire time. And you're clicking just like that. Click, 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 click. You just choose as many lines as you want to click on. Mind you, click on the lines that we're trying to get rid of. Do not click on the wrong lines, on the ones we want to get rid of. Make sure you're holding shift this entire time. Let's get rid of all of that down there. Boom. Okay, once you have all the lines selected that you want to get rid of, hold on, let me get these two right here. That's my OCD. Okay, now that we have everything clicked, make sure you're holding shift, let go of shift, and then what I want you to do is keep hitting delete until everything is gone. You see? Now all of those lines are gone. See, now he looks like the original. Let's keep going. We're gonna do the same thing for the rest of it. You can either click, delete, or what you can do is hold shift and start clicking them and getting rid of them. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Be clicking and getting rid of these. Just like that, nice and simple. We almost done. That easy. This didn't even take us long. Let's just holding shift and clicking on those lines that we don't need and just getting rid of them slowly. Okay, that line merged together. I'm going to show y'all how to get rid of that, but don't worry about it. Let's delete that. If you notice, we have all the lines done, but if you notice, this always happens to me for some reason. We have a line right here that has merged. Now, let's say you have a line like this that merged. There's two ways you can get rid of this. Now, one way you can get rid of this is grab your eraser tool and just come through and erase it just like that. Boom, nice and easy. That's one way to do it, okay? Excuse me, let me hit undo. Okay, now if you want to, let me click off of that. Now, if you want to get surgical with this, what I want you to do is click on your curvature tool and then click on the edge that you want to get rid of. If you notice on this edge, there's anchor points. You see those little dots? Click on the dot and then hit delete. Click, delete. Click, delete, click, delete. And now you got rid of it. That's simple. Okay, once you have your character fully done, make sure you inspect everything. Make sure there are no more excess lines on here. Make sure you didn't miss nothing. You want to be zooming in, looking all through your subject, making sure there are no lines that you missed. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to miss no lines before we go into the next step, okay? So I can tell just from eyeballing this as a designer, I did good on that. I got rid of all the excess lines, okay? So what we're going to do now, once we get to this point, select the entire thing, right? Boom. Now what I want you to do is go to the top of your screen, click on Object, scroll down to Live Paint, and then click on Make. Boom. Now if you followed these steps the right way, once you click on your Live Paint Bucket tool, if you don't see your Live Paint Bucket tool, go to the bottom, click on those three dots, and then find it. But once you click on your Live Paint Bucket tool and you hover over your subject, you should see colors highlighting. You see this? When I drag it in there, you see how those colors are highlighting just like that? That means you did this step correctly. Now what we want to do is start coloring. So I always choose black first when I'm coloring because black is usually the inside of things and hair, especially when you're dealing with black people. So click, let's color in all that black hair just like that. Boom. Make sure you're coloring in everything. Make sure if you see any holes, color those in. I think the inside of his mouth is black. Yeah, the inside of his mouth is black. And I think that's it as far as the blacks on this character, right? So then what we can do next, let's get to his skin. Now, anytime you want to take colors out of an original picture, let's turn the template off on that first layer. So double click that first layer, click on template, and then press OK. That's going to turn that layer back into normal. Let's drag it over. I'm going to hold shift and drag it to make it smaller. Undo. Hold shift, drag it to make it smaller. And what we want to do, we just want to take the colors from the original. So what I want you to do is click on the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool looks like a squirt bottle, right? Click on that eyedropper tool and then click on whatever colors you want to take. So we want to take his skin. Let's click on the skin. That's going to fill in the color box with whatever color you clicked on. Click on your live paint bucket tool and let's start filling in the skin. Let's start filling in the skin. As you can see those holes right there. Don't worry about those holes. We getting rid of it. Go ahead and click it in and getting rid of those holes. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. As you see, we're just getting rid of those holes. You know, I don't like these holes. Okay, let's click that in. Boom, boom. Let's get rid of them holes. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get them legs. And look at that. Boom. I usually do color by color. Whenever I have a color, I try to fill in everything that's that color. Let's get his shirt. Click on the shirt. Boom. We got that blue. Now let's start filling in that blue. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got the shirt. Now let's get the pants. These are blue jean shorts, I believe. That was their intention. Filled that in just like that. Boom. His shoes are white with the red fronts. They look like baby shoes. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a baby or a toddler. I believe a toddler. Or just a little kid. I don't know. Okay, that's it. Boom, fill all that in. Now his shoes is white. Just double click on your color box, choose the color white. Let's start filling that in. Grab your live paint bucket and fill those in. Boom. Make sure you fill in all those holes. You see any holes in there? Fill those in. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Just like that. We done. Oh, no, I'm tripping. We not done. Don't listen to me. We got his tongue in the inside of his mouth. Why his tongue look like it's brown? No, I'm actually going to put my own color on that tongue. That tongue is supposed to be a reddish pink. So let's get red. Let's scroll down to like a reddish pink. Like about right there. Click OK. Live paint bucket tool. Color that in. Boom. Now let's color in his eyes white. Boom. Make sure you get all your holes. And boom. Now we're done. Now we're done. My apologies to anybody watching and it ain't working right. Yo, to everybody that's watching, if you are having issues watching, please let me know. I will try to get everything right. But for some reason, because I'm seeing 3 messages of people saying that the is glitching. So if it is glitching, please let me know. Shout out to my guy, Mike G. Just now, checking in, hitting like. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the 2 new people jumping in on Behance. Shout out to the people of Twitch. Shout out to the people of Trovo. And yeah, that's it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's all we had to do. Whenever you're making a character, this is basically how you do it. Now, remember, if you are making a character, if you want to do some more detail into the character, what you can do is add highlights and shadows. If you look at the Rollo character, as you can see, those darker parts of the subject are the shadows. As you can see right there on his afro. He even have shadows in his afro. They took a gray and then they shadowed it with black. And if you notice, all of the shadows are on one side of the subject. And all the highlights are on the other side. Anytime you add highlights and shadows to a character, you want to make sure they are opposite, and you want to make sure that the highlights is where the light source should be. So as you see where the skin is lighter, that is where the light source is coming from. If you see where the skin is darker, that is where the shadow is coming from. Anytime you're working on any type of cartoon design, you want to pay attention to that, and you want to apply that to your own style. This is how you add shadows to a cartoon. Now, one thing about adding shadows, I could give you a tutorial and show you how to add shadows, but shadows is definitely a preference thing. You want to make sure when you add shadows to your subject, you add it to where what looks good to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily what you see on the other cartoon design. You add what looks good to you. So a lot of times, like if it was me, I would actually put shadows on his eyes too. And I'll show y'all real quick before we get out of here. If you want to add shadows to a cartoon on Illustrator, this is what I want you to do. Lock all your layers in and start you a new layer. Just hit that plus symbol right next to the trash can on the bottom right-hand corner. And now what you want to do is change your color box to black. Let's change that to black. Click OK. Grab your curvature tool. And what you want to do is make a shape inside of the lines, right? So as you can see his eye, let's make a shape right around those lines. I'm going to click around here. Let me turn my color off. I'll turn it back on once I add the shadow. And what you want to do is just make a shape right here, right around the eye, just like this. Let's grab our pen tool and let's use our pen tool to connect these lines. Boom, just like that. Grab our curvature tool again. Let's drag it over just like that. Boom. Once we drag it over just like that, what I want you to do is add your color back in your color box to fill in those colors. Just like that. Boom. Once you have your color in like that, you can click off of it. And the way that you turn that into a shadow, what you want to do is select it, go to the top of your screen or to the side of your screen and click on the button to where you can change the opacity. The opacity should be at the top of your menu if you are in the essentials part of Adobe Illustrator. So what you want to do is turn your opacity down. Let's say we turn it down to about 50%. And this is how you add a shadow. I can show you this one more time. Let's do the same thing. Let's turn the color off on our color box to grab our curvature tool. Let's do it to the other eye. Let's go ahead and make that shape. Make sure the shape that you're making is on these black outlines. This is very important. Pay attention to this part. Make sure that it's on the black outlines just like that. Let's use our pen tool to connect just like that. Let's grab our curvature tool again. Let's drag that over just like that. Now, if you want to copy the exact same opacity and color that you did on your last one, all you have to do is click on your eyedropper tool. That's the tool that looks like a squirt bottle, and just click on the color on the last shadow that we did. Just click on that last shadow. Boom, just like that. Boom, look at that. 2 shadows on his eyes. Now, it's all a preference thing. Like I said, if you want to make a project like this, you can change the color of the shadow. I know sometimes people, especially in certain cartoons like Simpsons or whatever, if you're trying to show that this person has a shadow of the night, you can make that a dark blue. I know some designers, they actually make their shadows dark blue. You see, if you make it dark blue, that gives it the vibe almost as if he's outside in the dark. Let me undo that. And sometimes what you can do is you can actually change your shadows to soft light. So if you want to change it to a soft light to make it seem more like it's his color, a shadow within his color. So what you want to do is select the shadows just like that. Go to the right side of your screen and click on the transparency button. Once you click on the transparency button, right on the button where it says normal, click on that normal button, scroll down to soft light, and boom. Now, if you can see, the colors are on there. So take our opacity all the way back up to 100% and click off of it. Boom. Now you've added shadows with actually darker colors than the color of your subject. And as you can see, if you add a soft light on top of the color white, it disappears. Now I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. See, I'm giving y'all some extra gems right now. How to get rid of that is what you want to do is use this knife tool. If you don't see the knife tool, all you have to do is click those 3 dots on the bottom of the left side menu bar, and that's how you find your knife tool, just in case you don't see it. So what you want to do is just cut right here with the knife tool. Boom. Once you cut right there, click off of your subject. Now what I want you to do is click on your white selection tool and click on the shadow on the white part. Click back on your transparency button. Change that back to normal. Click on soft light and change it back to normal. Click on normal. Boom. Once you click it to normal, it's going to turn back into 100%. Just click back on your opacity and take your opacity back down. Take it back down to whatever you want it to be. I'll take it back up to 30 and leave it just like that. Boom. We're going to do that one more time, just in case y'all didn't catch that. All right. Select that shadow. Click on the knife tool. Drag it right over. And cut that. Boom, cut it so they're separated. Click off of it. Grab your white selection tool. Click on the bottom part. Go click on your transparency button on the right side toolbar. Click where it says soft light and change it back to normal. It should be 30%. I mean, it should be 100%. Now, click on your 100% and take it back down to 30%. Just like that. So, that's it, y'all. That's it. So if y'all have any questions and comments, y'all make sure y'all contact a brother and let me know. And we can go through this again. We can go through this 100 times for all I care, because y'all know me. I'm a real designer. I do this every single day. So I appreciate everybody who has checked out this video. If you have any more questions or you just liked what you just saw and you learned a little bit something, go ahead and give a brother a little like. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little like or put a little comment on there, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for checking out these videos. If you want to follow me, make sure you follow me on all different social media accounts. All you have to do is look up J Damage, Jaydamage. I know on Twitch, I am Dareal J Damage, Dareal Jaydamage. If you check me on Instagram, it is J Damage Designs. So J Damage Designs, J Damage Designs. And if you catch me on any of these other platforms, it's just J Damage, Jaydamage, which that's Facebook, YouTube, Trovo, and all those other platforms. Just search J Damage. Really, if you go to any platform and type in J Damage, I will pop up because I'm the only real one that you should see. So I appreciate everybody for checking out this video. I will see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. I will be back on. If you have any requests for certain type of tutorials, if you ever seen a certain type of cartoon and you can't figure out how they created that cartoon, I will help you to the best of my ability. But I have to get up out of here because I do have a life and I have 3 kids that I take care of by myself. So goodbye.